Hello YouTube piano learners. Today I'm back to you with another full-length piano tutorial. So today I'm going to do a full explainer tutorial video of Back to You by the Marias. Now this video is inspired by someone asking if I could do like an overhead version of a short I had previously made. So I want to do that, but I decided to do a full video because to get the overhead view for me right now with the technology I have is a little difficult, so I figured I might as well make a whole thing of it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to break down starting at the intro, verse, pre-chorus, and chorus. So kind of all four pieces. I'll explain it a little bit, play it a little bit, and then at the end just do a full playthrough of the whole thing. So let's get right into it. So at the beginning we just do this little riff here in the bass. Now it sounds similar to this kind of recurring motif throughout the piece where we go like that. What's interesting is it's actually not quite the same. So there the bass goes A flat, G, and then to this D flat major 7. But at the beginning it goes A flat, G, and then down to a C, which coincidentally sounds like the Rachmaninoff prelude, but it's just kind of a random tidbit there. So it goes A flat, G, and down to C. And I do 3 octaves where I can, and then F, E flat, and down to A flat. So that's the intro. Pretty straightforward. There is this little grace note from E flat to F. I hear that. I don't know. It's super subtle, but I think it's there. And then you get back, there's a little drum fill, and you get into the main chord progression for actually the whole song. Just think about the verse here. It's this D flat major 7. Nice sound, super Marias, super dream pop. And then into this A flat major 7. And I just realized I've been saying the Marias, not technically the Marias, it's Maria in her solo act, Not for Radio. So we go just alternating between this D flat major 7 and then to A flat major 7. And then we do that little riff to get back into the D flat major 7. And that time around it is just A flat, G, and then down into a D flat with a major 7 on top. Do that a second time, but then the second time through, instead of staying on that A flat major 7, then we go down to an F minor, and this brings us into what I would consider kind of a pre-chorus type of thing. So we go down A flat major 7 into the F minor, and here's the pre-chorus. We go D flat major over B flat. Bass kind of walks down, so it walks down to an A flat, same chord on top, and then we go to a C minor. It's kind of an interesting chord to go to from there, and then to a C major, which is also kind of interesting. So it's a nice little pre-chorus. D flat over B flat, the bass walks down to A flat, we go to C minor, C major, and then we do this riff again. This is where the chorus starts. Back to just D flat major 7 to A flat major 7. Back to D flat major 7 and A flat major 7. But then the second time through, kind of similar to the verse, we stop the A flat minor 7 and we go down to an F minor. So second time through we'll go D flat major 7 to an A flat major 7 and then down to an F minor. So that kind of repeats. This is how it goes. You can add in the melody if you want to. You don't have to. But I kind of tend to like to let the singers do the melody. But if you're playing solo, then you kind of have to do the melody. And you'll notice if I'm doing the melody, then my left hand kind of takes over those chords. So let's go root, chord, chord, chord. So that's how to play Back to You by Not for Radio. I'm going to go through the whole thing one more time, just kind of straight through, and hopefully you can follow along and learn this as well.